Okay, here we go. Nervous. Today I'm still feeling kind of woozy, still feeling kind of lightheaded, still am kind of sick. It's my third video day though. Anyway, kick things off here. Miz going to promo to John Cena, challenging him to a matchup at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, of course. And wait a second here. They show that's Cesaro and former National Champion Neville. And now look over here. Your current champion member Cesaro did defeat Neville for the United States Championship in AAW Week 1. This is Week 2, and now Cesaro, the new United States Champion. He does know that Neville, the former United States Champion, is the number one contender for Cesaro's United States Championship. So Cesaro trying to injure Neville before the pay-per-view theater. Neville crashes and burns, and there goes Cesaro. With the overdrop, Cesaro making sure that Neville is weakened before the pay-per-view, so he will not get a title opportunity. Once pay-per-view comes, and now Cesaro is trying to absolutely demolish, absolutely trying to injure Neville here, because it is a confirmed matchup for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Neville will have his rematch clause to try and see if he can take back his United States Championship from Cesaro. Cesaro not gonna let that happen, or at least gonna try and not let that happen. As here has him on the table, neutralizer through the table. Neville crashing and burning right through the table. Legend Cesaro, your United States Champion, Antonio Cesaro, is on a roll here. Just a stiff strike right there. And now's the elbow drop to Adrian Neville. And now Adrian Neville not doing so well here, and just a suplex. Cesaro, United States Champion, Antonio Cesaro, making a statement. Cesaro time with his U.S. title belt as he simply walks away. And well, not gonna lie, great way to kick things off here. But we're live in Boston for AAW week number 2. And well, do we have, pretty decent match card for you, and I'm not gonna say it's stacked, but we do have a pretty good one. Where later on tonight, your 4th and 5th match will be 2 hardcore title qualification matches, as we did have the same in Battle Royal for the Hardcore Championship on AAW Week 1. The winner of that one, Mankind, but then it will later on reveal to us that Mankind did get injured during the matchup. So while Mankind won the Hardcore Championship, he did get injured, and so therefore the Hardcore title is vacant once again, and we're going to have 2 qualification matches. 2 Fatal 4 qualification matches in the 4th and 5th matchup of the night. To see those 2 Fatal 4 winners will face out against Chart in the Hardcore Championship at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Well, we do have Daniel Bryan to take on Randy Orton in the Royal Rumble pay-per-view due to them being inside the Fatal 4 along with John Cena and The Miz. John Cena did defeat The Miz that week, and Matt Hardy picks up a victory against Billy Gunn. Of course, the Hardy Boys, they will face off against the New Age Outlaws for the AAW Tag Team Championships after the Hardy Boys did defeat the Dudley Boys on Week 1 in a number one contenders matchup. So, Jeff and Matt, the Hardy Boys, take on Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, New Age Outlaws, for the hardcore. Not the hardcore. For the AAW Tag Team Championships at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Next matchup, Jeff Hardy and Road Dogg. So we did have Matt Hardy win for the Hardy Boys. So can we have Jeff win for the Hardy Boys, or Road Dogg tied up at 1-1 apiece between the whole Hardy Boys and New Age Outlaws to sub for AAW Week 3, which is going to be the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. We also have Leah defending her AAW Women's Championship against Mickie James. Mickie James, the former champion. Leah did defeat her on Week 1 to become the new champion, and Road Dogg picks up a victory against Jeff Hardy here tonight, surprisingly. So tied at 1-1 piece to sub for the pay-per-view. But Mickie James, can she retain her title at the Royal Rumble? We do have John Cena versus The Miz, since Cena did pin The Miz in the Fatal 4 last week in Week 1. And so we're also going to have Dan Bryan versus Randy Orton, of course, since those were 2 who were also in the Fatal 4 but didn't get pinned, also because we're slacking off and trying to develop some storylines here, unlike numerous modes. So yeah, just like Rover, I guess. Hardcore Championship, the 2 winners of Fatal 4, of course. 5th matchup will be the New Age Outlaws defender AAW Tag Titles against the Hardy Boys, of course. 6th matchup not yet confirmed, but once we set up for some during this episode on AAW Week 2, probably the Hardcore Title Fit 4 something like that, or we could just have a random matchup, I guess, with no storyline. Seventh matchup, Antonio Cesaro defends his United States Championship against Adrian Neville. We shall see if Neville can successfully retain his title that he did lose to Cesaro on week 1. Then your 8th and final match with main event. Well, never mind. As before, I even say the main event, Mick James, she does defeat Velvet Sky. As Mick James gets some more momentum to head towards her matchup against Leah at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. So Mickey getting a very important win, because definitely if Velvet Sky did win, then we could definitely tell that Velvet was going to probably face off against Leah along the lines for the Women's Championship, or against Mickey if Mickey does win later on in the road. So, yeah. Well, that says very been 3 matches. So, 4th matchup, simulate 5th and 6th matches. The 5th and 6th matchup, it's going to be watched or played, because we're going to either watch or play 2 matches, and those 2 matches are going to be the ones that should be showcased. So, first, Fatal 4-Way, Undertaker versus Shaman versus, it was originally supposed to be Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, but, I changed it in the last second to Sheamus, since I did forget that, not only Kenny Omega is injured, but Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, is also injured, so we replaced, Ambrose with Sheamus. So Taker versus Shaman versus Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler. Whichever man wins will be the first man to advance to the one-on-one contest for the hardcore title that is, of course, vacant. So we could either have Taker versus Braun Strowman, Taker versus Joe, Taker versus Kane, Rollins versus Kane, Shane McMahon versus Strowman, Kane, Rollins, Joe, Sheamus versus Rollins, Strowman, Joe, or Kane, or Ziggler versus Strowman, Kane, Rollins, or Joe, blah, blah, blah. So those are possible outcomes. But who shall win this first matchup? Will it be Undertaker? Will it be Shaman? Will it be Dolph Ziggler? Or will it be your impromptu Sheamus? And then the 5th matchup, we shall have another hardcore title qualification. But without fear for it, we are going to see, as you see there, Undertaker picking up a victory, surprisingly enough. Because when I think of someone holding a hardcore championship, I don't usually think of that someone being Undertaker, but, whatever. We're not going to sign any much ECW talent, since it's just going to take us more space on the roster. So, yeah. We'll have to use what we have to use. And also, because mostly Nakamura, Omega, and Okada take up a whole lot of money due to them being such high prestige in New Japan. So, they easily take up a whole lot of money in the wages in here. So, yeah. Anyway, next up, the matchup that we're going to watch, and then the main event we are going to play. Main event, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Stone Cold Austin. We did have a whole number 1 contenders 6-man elimination matchup between CM Punk, Stone Cold Austin, Shinsuke Okada, Shinsuke Nakamura. Trying to see. So it was Nakamura, Okada, Stone Cold Austin, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, and Finn Balor. And so we found 2 were Nakamura and Stone Cold Austin, and then Nakamura won to become the number 1 contender for AJ Styles' AAW World Championship. So now here tonight in the main event, Nakamura faces off against Stone Cold Austin in a 1-on-1 contest to see if Nakamura can get momentum or not. And if Nakamura does lose the matchup, well, then we shall see what does it mean for Stone Cold later on along the lines, and you see a random title. On Braun Strowman, that was originally Hardcore Championship. I forgot to edit that out, because I forgot that we made vacant stuff like that. So yeah, just roll with it. Pretend that you don't see a championship there, stuff like that. So here we go. Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, and Kane, which will be coming out right now. Bingo. Which one of these 4 men will walk out here tonight? Number 1 contender for the Hardcore Championship, and will face off against Undertaker for that vacant Hardcore Championship. Imagine if it's the Undertaker's brother, Kane. Imagine how family feuded that will be, as we got Kane and Strowman. Joe and Rollins, 2 rivalries being reviewed here. Being renewed, I should say. It's got Rollins and Donald stretch on Samoa Joe, and the chokehold from Kane to Strowman, but Strowman does now counter grounded punches, mountain pound to, ground and pound. And now Strowman trying to pick up victory here with the sunset flip roll up. I feel so lightheaded, which is why I'm struggling to call the action here. And Joe now super kick right onto the big red monster, the big red machine that is Kane. Has got Rollins and Strowman here. This is pretty interesting. And now Joe and Rollins back to hands a bit of 1-1 action. Kane off the ropes, misses absolutely every one of his 3 targets. And Strowman breaking up the submission. Now, at this point, you gotta think the fan favorite is probably Braun Strowman just due to his size and strength. But never count out Ron's, Kane, or Joe. Definitely not Joe or Kane. At this point, you gotta think Ron's is the underdog compared to all 3 of these huge men. Kane drilling down Strowman, and Joe just bringing down Ron's. Camel clutch from Kane to Braun Strowman, and Joe breaking that up. Now Samoa Joe, probably the most momentum driven. He did chop down Kane just moments ago. Pretty back and forth contest between all 4 men so far. You really can't pick a winner. But definitely, like I said, fan favorite for this one, probably Braun Strowman due to his size. And now Kane, with the announce table, trying to pick just a bigger equalizer. And Ron's bringing him down. As we have Joe and Strowman, and Joe bringing down Strowman, and Kane catches Rollins with the border toss. Full Nelson sticks with it, only a 2 count. Ron's very, very resilient to kick out of such an unexpected and just a major maneuver by the big red monster Kane, and trying to choke him, but Ron's counters with the DDT. Pretty back and forth contest between these 2 men, which is Rollins and Kane, and drove down the table. And there goes Kane, crashing and burns to the outside. Rollins being brought back inside the ring by Samoa Joe, and off the ropes goes Joe. Nails the clothesline to Seth Rollins. Rollins just going to simply shove down Joe. And now Strowman, he's been taken out of a camera angle. Probably trying to get some more momentum. If anything, trying to get a breather here. Kane, he's back up. And oh man, the big red machine with the steel chair. And now he's even more dangerous than ever at this point. And Rollins chopping down Braun Strowman. Samoa Joe has the neck of Kane, and now into that crossface. And now Strowman can try to break apart the legs and arms of Rollins. Not able to do that for long, as Kane did break it up. And now lecturing from Braun Strowman to Kane. Rollins did break that up a couple moments ago. And now, brainbuster from Samoa Joe. And now Kane and Strowman on one side. And now Joe with the probably the muscle buster. He does have a special, so that's most likely the muscle buster. Cameraman doesn't have it. And Samoa Joe picking up the victory. Pinning Seth Rollins. He did do his finisher. So that means he must have done the muscle buster or the Coquille clutch. I made Rollins be pinned or submitted. But needless to say, Samoa Joe picks up a victory. He'll face off against Undertaker at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view to see who becomes the first ever hardcore champion. Well, the second ever hardcore champion, I guess, since Mankind was the original one. But immediately got vacant due to him being injured. Anyway, now, your main event, the one that's going to be played, because I do not want Stone Cold to win this. Because Stone Cold win this, well, that completely ruins my plans of trying to make Nakamura a credible opponent to AJ Styles. And I don't want to make it a triple threat or put Stone Cold into the storyline yet. So what we can do here is like try to put a whole like promo here one last time. That'll be perfect, but we don't want to make Stone Cold say it. If anything, we want to make Nakamura say that he did defeat Stone Cold last time, in which he did due to the whole Fatal 4-way stipulation. So what we're gonna do first off is we're gonna play as Nakamura, of course. Put in this order, so then player 2 will be able to say to player 1. In this case, player 2 is Nakamura, so that fits well. And so we're gonna put it into the virtual buttons controls. CPU low could stay like that, doesn't matter, to be fair. And so change the promo stipulation to arguments and put it one last time as Nakamura gloats about him winning against Stone Cold Steve Austin, I guess. So yep, that's that. And here comes Shinsuke Nakamura, the man who did win that 6-man elimination match against Okada, Punk, Lesnar, and Balor. And the man he's facing off here once again, one of the other men that were the final 2, including himself with Nakamura, Stone Cold Steve Austin. As Nakamura cuts the promo, yada yada yada, is that you? Yeah, there. Didn't recognize you standing up. It will end up the same way, blah blah blah. And this here, they're the trash talking. Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura again, and no, too cocky is this rookie. But now he is going to be able to back it up here against Stone Cold. Immediately throwing Stone Cold out the ring. And Nakamura off the ropes with the elbow drop, the reverse elbow drop. On to Stone Cold, Steve Austin. Never count Stone Cold. Well, we definitely all know that. Because how brutal the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin, really is. And of how Smash Mouth he'll just easily flip you off in a second. Won't care about no one or anything. As here Nakamura is such a great high-talented wrestler, easily able to pull off 5-star caliber matches. Anytime I see a nice codebreaker type counter for some reason from Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now Nakamura, a couple mounted punches, ground pound, but now Stone Cold countering right there with a couple of mounted punches on his own. Nakamura has Stone Cold off the ropes, goes Stone Cold, and there goes the puncher from Shinsuke Nakamura. Now Steve Austin just can simply take him out, and now more ground punches, mounted punches, my bad. Mounted punches, and then ground pound stuff like that, so yeah. Anyway, now Nakamura, at this point, you gotta think if Stone Cold Austin does win this matchup here, you gotta think if Stone Cold Austin later on gets an AAW World Title shot later on in the lines in the future, after the Nakamura and Styles matchup at the Royal Rumble, or if Stone Cold Steve Austin does make it a triple threat at the pay-per-view. We shall see. Well, we only had 2 weeks to set up, so doesn't necessarily give us all the much of some good planning, so that kind of sucks. And we now double hook suplex from Shinsuke Nakamura. Now the full Nelson suplex, multiple suplexes here from Nakamura. Stone Cold just gonna simply shove him down. Stone Cold gonna have to get some more momentum, baby, or he'll release suplex. Nakamura brings suplex C. No, not the regular Brock Lesnar boring German suplex C, but bringing a multiple variety of different suplex Cs right to Stone Cold, and now has him with a regular brainbuster. And a bulldog. And now Nakamura is on a roll. Your number one contender for the AAW World Championship is on a roll. Nakamura and Styles. Definitely gonna be a great matchup at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Don't forget, we also got the regular Royal Rumble matchup that I did not bother to announce. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. I'm not gonna make it 30-man. If anything, I'm just gonna make it probably 15 or 20. Don't know why. Probably just gonna make it 15 or 20. Not gonna make it 30-man because then it's just gonna take forever to pick everyone. So, yeah. And so when I did confuse, I did confuse up the whole match card. I completely forgot about the Royal Rumble aspect. So, Royal Rumble will be the main event, I guess. Styles, Nakamura will be the 7th matchup. The United States Championship will be the 6th matchup, I guess. Yeah, makes more sense now. And now Shinsuke Nakamura has up Stone Cold Styles, and now it's Kinshasa. The regular GTS, but now off the ropes goes Stone Cold, and another Kinshasa from Nakamura, and the pin, and the win for Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura proving to be a credible opponent against AJ Styles for the AAW World Championship. We shall see that incredible matchup at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Also, don't forget the Royal Rumble matchup, which I actually completely forgot about. So, yeah. My bad. Oh, it's basically trying to set up storylines for all 8 matches. We know we really only have to set up storylines for 7 matches. Because then the 8th one, the Royal Rumble matchup, just adding like random superstars. We're not going to make it 30, because then that's going to take forever. Because like it's a touchscreen. It'll be better on like computer or like Steam PC. But, yeah, touchscreen then is not going to take forever to pick the characters due to their like space and stuff and there. John Moxley has recovered from his injury, so Dean Ambrose, he's back to being good and normal. So has Kenny Omega, so we're gonna have him return at the Royal Rumble. So that'd be cool. Also have Ambrose return at the whole Royal Rumble thing as well. Probably make it 15 men, probably make it 20 men at most. Not 25, not 30, because then that'll take kind of a while. Resign Curse Axel, doesn't remember, not gonna use Mother much. We are gonna have it in the Royal Rumble matchup though, so that's that. He has agreed to the health control contract. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We could always just change the sentence in the editor. So, yeah, no, not taking you. Nope. Unless you're going to give me someone else from Fire Rangers Online from, like, the whole custom humorous mode lineup that I did with, like, DIY, Countdown, Same as Zane, stuff like that. Pentagon Dark, alright, people. So, yeah. And now we need to release some wrestlers. So fine, we'll just move over 3 wrestlers. And the Money Bank pay-per-view. I'm not Money Bank. My bad. The Royal Rumble pay-per-view is going to be in Chicago. So we could add the red, white, and blue ropes. I'm not going to, though. Gonna put it for blue ropes. My original plan was to add red, white, and blue, or red, or black. And that's just do it for Blue for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Stuff like that. So, next episode of AAW, week 3. It's gonna be week 3, and it's gonna be the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. So, don't miss that, I guess. And thank you guys for watching. Catch you on the next one, and goodbye. And I still feel very, very, very lightheaded.